the scream, the shot. 45 caliber bullets are real hot. A gunshot, it's in my mind through a lot. Burning through my flesh, faith is all that I got. I took it, then my vision started getting crooked. My hearing went away, then the matrix started cooking. I'm standing there looking in his eyes. He hoping that the king and the king don't rise. Surprise! It's me, Poetic X, about to set the world free. Came in this game in 2004. My pen makes sure I'll see 2,000 more. I'm sitting up high, graveyard is too low. Blood running down my pants, ambulance coming slow. I hear the sirens, visualize scenes. 24 years, what does all of it mean? This is my testimony.
Welcome once again, the truth, realness, and options. I am your regular producer and editor, Just Trotter. Welcome once again to another awesome, exciting show. I have an awesome show prepared for you all today. But first, let me present to you with community announcements. This Friday, September 1st, 2023, from 7 to 10 p.m., Riverview Park on Clyde Font Memorial Parkway. Glow Fest for the month of September. There will be the Glow Fest downtown, 7 to 10 p.m. Riverview Park on Clyde Font Memorial Parkway. You will be able to get a chance to see the light show. It starts when the sun goes down. If you haven't went, it's exciting. Awesome event for the kids and the family. Great food, nice food trucks. Bring the family. Again, that's downtown this Friday night, September 1st, 2023, for the Glow Fest, 7 to 10 p.m., Riverview Park on Cloud Front Memorial Parkway. Also, on that same night, there will be an event right across the street from the Glow Fest. And it is the 16th Masonic District 37th Annual Deputy Awards Banquet. This is a ball where every year the 16th Masonic District celebrates brothers who have been awarded for their good hard work and doing good things for their community. It's like a dance. You just come out and have fun. It's going to be right across the street from the Riverview Park, Riverview Hall, 600 Clyde Font Parkway, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71107. Friday, September 1st, 2023, 7 p.m. to 12 midnight. There will be free ice provided, Coke and 7-Up. BYOB, bring your own beer. But if you do that, we'll have free ice and Coke and 7-Up for you. Come on out and have a good time. There is a $10 ticket donation. We would like to have you. Be our guests. Come on out this Friday night downtown. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have some entertainment. We're going to have someone to perform a saxophone, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be fun. So come on out. Again, BYOB, no kids allowed. This is an adult event. So you must be 21 in order to come. Because alcohol is served. You must be over 20. You must be 21 or over to come. Again, that is the 16th Masonic District 37th Annual Deputy Awards. We look forward to seeing you there. In Memoriam. This is a new segment of the show that I'm going to start dedicating to celebrities we've lost. August, so far, it has been quite the month. We have lost quite a few good celebrities. William Friedkin passed on August 6, 2023, born August 28, 1935. Then Robbie Robertson, August 8, 2023, passed, born July 4th, 1943. It's getting there, y'all. Then third one we lost for the month of August. WWE legend Terry Funk, August 22nd, 2023, born June 29th, 1944. In this one, the fact that I even have to announce this, but this one was loved by many, many people. We will never forget William Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, August 24th, 2023, born May 23rd, 1987. He left quite the impact and was loved by so many fans. We're gonna miss Bray Wyatt. This here's a shocker. No one's seen it coming. We're still taking some time on this one. Rest in peace, William Rotunda, Bray Wyatt. And this one, another big shocker. Well, I must say that he did live his life, and he lasted a long time. He outlived them all, y'all. Bob Barker, August 25th, 2023, born December 11th, 1923. Again, rest in peace to all of these celebrities who have passed and went on for the month of August 2023. We will take a moment to remember them all. Thank you. Well, we're going to take a quick, brief break, and when we get back, we're going to show not one, but two tributes. One dedicated to Terry Funk, and the other one will be dedicated to Bray Wyatt. Ladies and gentlemen, watch these two tributes, and we're going to be right back.
The WWE family is saddened to learn of the passing of one of the most iconic figures in sports entertainment, WWE Hall of Famer Terry Funk.
I didn't want to be president. I didn't want to be anything. I knew what I wanted to be since I could walk. I wanted to wrestle.
Born into a wrestling family, Terry Funk burst onto the scene with his brother Dory Funk Jr. as part of their father's homegrown promotion in Amarillo, Texas.
The Funks are legends. I've always looked up to Terry Funk. I love watching him work in the ring. I love the unpredictability.
Unbelievable work ethic, and Terry Funk was a great performer. I learned a lot from Terry Funk.
Terry's rugged, no-nonsense style captivated the NWA audience, catapulting him to great success.
Terry Funk has just achieved the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going to go ahead and prove to you people that I will be the finest champion that this world has ever seen.
Terry's popularity captured the attention of Hollywood.
You're a dead man. There is just one of me.
Terry would continue to captivate audiences all around the globe.
I am middle-aged and crazy like a fox.
Making an impact in WCW, ECW, and WWE, where his matches with WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley would pioneer the hardcore style.
Terry was ahead of his time in the sense that he did things that nobody ever did before.
These former foes would then go on to join forces, reaching ultimate triumph at WrestleMania 14.
Terry Funk, Cactus Jack are the new tag team champions.
Terry Funk is one of the nicest guys, one of the kindest guys. I feel fortunate. He had a way of bringing out the best in me.
In 2009, alongside his brother Dory Funk Jr., Terry would take his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Before it was fashionable to call ourselves ECW, Terry Funk was extreme.
I want to thank you so much.
You make an old man feel good. Thank you.
I'm going to go on record as saying, in my own personal opinion, Terry Funk's the greatest superstar of all time.
A 5-decade career that may never be replicated. Terry's tireless dedication left an indelible mark on the sports entertainment world. The WWE family will remember Terry Funk as a family man, a fearless entertainer, and an unforgettable pioneer.
We love you guys. We love you.
Hey, you want to see something really scary?
He's got the whole
They say that patience is a virtue.
his hands.
My world.
He's got the whole wide world in his hand.
We put him down.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Don't you worry about a thing, Abigail.
And ain't it wild, man? Ain't it wild how sometimes we forget who we are?
I know what you're gonna do.
Did you miss me?
Oh, how I have missed you. I knew that we would be back together again someday.
Oh, welcome to TRO, Truth, Realness, and Options. I am your executive producer and editor, Jeff TRO Trotter. Today, I have another awesome special guest. I met him last month downtown at Cattle Coming Park for an event. I heard him, and I instantly said, I gotta have him on my show. And I showed you all a little sneak peek. And I promised y'all that he was going to be back. That's what we're talking about. I already showing the support. So we got to feel it. They already know who you are. They remember you. So in no further ado, let's go and spend a few moments to introduce my special guest, Steven. Oh, what's your last name?
Last name is Wasquespack.
Wasquespack. All right.
I know that's a tough one there, for sure.
Oh, so yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, so I pretty much said I've been sending it to myself. So it's Wasquespack, right?
Yeah, Wasquespack.
Wasquespack.
Yeah. And no, I am not the guy who's running for governor. There's an imposter who spells his name with a PH instead of a B. So.
That's funny. Well, you guys heard him downtown last month, and talented. So I brought him back here. I brought him here on the show. Matter of fact, he's excited. If I'm not mistaken, this is your very first podcast. Is that correct?
This would be like first kind of interview situation, I guess, whenever it comes to speaking about music and whatnot. So
Awesome. We're just gonna spend a few moments to just tell us about you have a band and what's called Native to the Parish.
Yes, we have a band, and it is Native to the Parish. I sing and play guitar for that. We have a supersonic drummer. He has a nickname, Thunder of the Gods. His name is Brent Hauser, and he slays on the drums. Him and I have been friends for about 12 years now. And then Aaron Bradford is his name, but we call him the Whispering Wind. He is our bassist, and he is a phenomenal bassist. He's a little bit younger than we are by about 4 or 5 years, and definitely doesn't show in his talent and his drive to play music. So he's been the foundation, I guess you can say. It's like Brent and I have always been together as a band, and then we didn't really start doing a lot of things together. You know, we played a few shows here and there, but then whenever we met Aaron, it was more like we got things running and moving a little bit more. Our songs were structured. We had things to actually rehearse and practice on and things like that. So.
Awesome. You have any upcoming shows coming up for the band?
Actually, I myself and Aaron are going to be doing an acoustic duo this Friday night at the Lake Street Bar for the what is it, Anderson Avenue? Yeah, Lake Street.
Billy Anderson.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'll be there showcasing a few more songs and stuff like that. Aaron's gonna be backing me up because I sound better whenever he's there. You know, in my opinion. You know, I mean, I like the way I sound, you know, solo and stuff like that. But it's fuller, gives me more confidence because Aaron and Brent both are very good. We're a good team together, and we're only a three-piece, a power trio, you know, so we don't have a lot of other musicians or anything in the band. It's just us three.
Awesome. Going back to the last night of the event, it's just a very powerful moment between you and Q Major. And by the way, everybody, that was done right then and there. They did not rehearse. It just happened. Like, it was just so, the chemistry that you have with each other with the music is just awesome. Just tell them about that awesome moment.
Well, I mean, it definitely was awesome. You know, I was surprised by it myself. Now, I've known Q for, let's say, maybe about a year now. We met a while back at Manifest. I'm pretty sure you've heard about Manifest.
Oh, yeah.
That goes on.
I actually got a chance to go check it out a week or two. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I love the moment you come in, you feel welcome, and maybe if you're a musician and you want to play, sing, do whatever, they let you do it. So it's just, to me, it's just like a place to come, you know, come be yourself, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we had met at Manifest and exchanged numbers then, and kind of messaged back and forth about getting together maybe and getting things going, because I love the way that he played violin, and he's always talked about how he wanted to touch more bass on like the acoustic side of stuff and get into his fiddling, you know. So I was playing that show or that performance, and at the second set, I guess he showed up in the crowd, and I had mentioned that, you know, I had played the song on my first set, but he really liked the song Uncertain, and always wanted to play violin on it. So I was like, well, man, I mean, I would love for you to play violin on it. And he kind of just like spur of the moment was like, you want to do that right now? And I was like right now? And he was like, yeah, dude, like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, dude, come on up, you know? So I invited him up on stage, and I played another song while he was getting set up and everything like that. And then we did a little bit of a sound check. He tuned his violin, and, you know, I told him what key that the song was playing in. And usually when you're a skilled enough musician, you know, like Q is, you just tell him the key signature, and you can just, he'll just flow, you know. So he kind of knew the song and knew the riff from hearing it before, and they really liked that one. So yeah, it was all improv. We had never rehearsed or played together, so it was definitely a magical moment for me, because it was the first time I'd ever experienced like playing with a violinist. And then a spoken word poet, I can't remember her name, had asked me to play keys afterwards, because I'm also a pianist. And she asked me to play keys while she did spoken word poetry over it. And that was the first time I'd ever got to experience doing something like that too. So that was a really beautiful moment for me as well. And then got another chance to kind of improvise with Q, because I'd be like, hey man, I'm going to play this riff that's in A minor, you know, or C minor, you know, and he just went for it, you know.
I mean, it's just the whole rest of the night was just awesome. I mean, from you playing with Q Major and with the poet, you would think you all just talked it earlier that day and say, hey, let's do this, but it was not rehearsed, but yeah, it was just so professionally done. Like, wow.
Well, I mean, I guess when you get to the point where you've been doing it so long, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, but I am 30. You know, I've been playing music since I was, you know, a teenager, you know, 12 or 13. So it's always been a part of me. And even before that, I knew what I always wanted to be. I always knew I wanted to be a musician, you know, ever since I was a little kid. You know, everybody had their dreams growing up. You know, some people wanted to be a doctor, some people wanted to be a football player. You know, I wanted to be either an actor or a musician. And so far, I have succeeded in one of those fields. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. And it's called a passion, you know. Like your passion is music and acting. I have a big, strong passion in wrestling. I keep telling people, one day, I mean, they have seen me have the opportunity to perform in front of maybe, well, I would say large crowd. It was at least like 100 people a couple of years ago. I had fun. And I promise you one day I'm going to go even up on a higher level. I can assure you I will do it. There's nothing that no one can stop me to say that what I can't do. I will do it. I will achieve my goal. And that is to go to the big one.
Yeah, well, I mean, aren't we all on our way, man? So I feel like as long as you keep moving forward with your passion, you'll go somewhere with it.
Awesome. Appreciate that. That encouraged me, as well as others that may be watching and tuning in. Like I said, whatever you're passionate in, do it. You know, don't get discouraged. Things do happen. Just do it. Matter of fact, as I'm beginning to be hanging out with more musicians, I'm starting to have a second passion. I'm starting to want to learn how to play the music myself. You know, with the violin and the guitar. I think I'm ready to start kind of doing that on the side.
I mean, all it takes is practice, really. At the end of the day, if you got the want to do it and the drive to do it, also and the means, I guess you could say, because some people don't have, you know, the means to just go buy a guitar or not, you know. So, just really at the end of the day, as long as you got the drive to keep moving forward, it's always practice. Anyone who's always asked me, how do you do that, or how'd you get so good? You know, it's not like I just like sold my soul or like, you know, woke up one day, you know, and was like that good. No, I had to practice. So.
Awesome. I'm just looking at the nice guitar down you got here.
Yeah, man. This is one of my acoustic guitars that I play. I've had it for about 8 or 9 years now. I've customized it with a few different parts and stuff. That's the cool thing about guitars, is they're very much like vehicles. You find the right type of parts and the right type of mechanics to work with it and stuff like that. You can easily swap it out and make it sound 10 times better than what it normally did. So this is my main guitar whenever I play a lot of solo and acoustic duos with Aaron and stuff like that. So anytime you catch me around town, you know, you'll definitely see this guitar in my hand, and it plays very smoothly.
So, just the same one you had downtown?
Yes, this is the one that I was playing downtown. So a lot of the music that I wrote and a lot of the music that you'll hear me play is played on this guitar. Now, I did just recently get a new acoustic guitar, but I want to upgrade it as well and do some other parts. See, what I do is I buy cheaper, good quality guitars, and then I change out the parts in them, make them sound better. So it's like you can take like a $400 guitar and make it sound like a $1,000 guitar with only spending like, you know, $80. You know what I'm saying? instead of buying a $1,000 one. So I buy cheaper guitars, and also I'm a music teacher at Guitar Center. So I get a pretty nice discount from them and stuff like that on merchandise, so that helps out. And that's also kind of catering to my passion, because you know now not only do I get to play music, I get to teach music. And I teach music to all different age groups. You know, since it's not like a school, you know, I teach anyone from, I think my youngest student is like 5, and then my oldest student is like, I want to say they're in their 60s, you know. So, you know, and I think that's pretty cool that I get a wide range of people. So I get definitely a wide range of taste in music that I myself have to either learn so I can teach them, or kind of discover a little bit more about myself. Because, you know, I mean, I was always growing up on like classic rock and stuff like that, and metal and things, so I never really listened to country. So whenever a kid comes in and they want to listen to, you know, learn how to play a country song, it's like I have to learn how to play said country song, because I've never played it. You know what I mean? Like, some songs are fairly easy, you know, chord structures and stuff like that, and their strumming patterns, but depending on the artist, you know, I myself, whenever I do play covers, I like Neil Young a lot. He's a very big inspiration of mine whenever it comes to my acoustic style. And his strumming patterns are what makes everything so difficult, is because he's very, very talented in that department. And his chord structures really sound very beautiful all the time, so.
Awesome. Like I said, I know a little bit about, you know, music, not too much. I know a lot of like F, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, F flat, G, E, something like that.
What you talking
like
about?
The keys, like your keys, like playing guitar, you play F or G.
I mean, those are notes. Those are also could be chords and stuff like that. You know, if you're talking about the structure of music, it is always and forever A, B, C, D, F, and G, A, B, C, D, F, and G. Whether it's a sharp or a flat depends on, I guess, the note you start on and the pattern you choose. You know, but I mean that's the cool thing about music is there's so much that there is behind it. You know, but at the same time, all you have to do is practice it because then it becomes easy. A lot of people underestimate themselves and they think like, oh, I'll never be able to play music. I'll never be able to play that, and it's only that thought process that's holding them back. You know, if they actually just did it and practiced it and put in the work, you know, instead of watching, you know, Netflix for an hour and a half before bed, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, turn the TV off and, you know, practice a piano or a guitar if you got one, you know. You'll be amazed at the amount of progress that you would make if you did that 3 days out of the week, you know.
Awesome. Well, guys, just a few moments, you're going to get the chance to hear him live and performing. Again, I got the opportunity to see him downtown. It's just when he plays, to me, he just becomes a whole different person. I mean, amazing. Multi-talented, by the way. Can play guitar and piano. It's just what got me the moment when you instantly switch. Like, how do you do that? Like, that's just amazing.
Switch from guitar to piano?
To piano and vice versa.
Well, I've always been, like, I started playing guitar first, you know, and then I fell in love with the piano fairly early into my guitar playing. A few years went by of me playing both instruments, and I realized the connection between them. And so pretty much anything that you can play on guitar, you can match it on piano. And so the more I kept working on that, you know, I have these like loop pedals that you can get nowadays, you know. So I'll play a riff, you know, on guitar, and I'll loop it, and I'll sit there and let it play back and forth and stuff like that for a while until I kind of catch the vibe of it, and then I'll learn it on piano. I'll learn the chords, and then on top of that I'll learn the scale progression so I can move around, whether that be a blues scale or a regular major or minor scale.
Alright, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna just transition a little bit, and when we get back, we got a special presentation for you. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back.